And here we are on the start. It's the Wyfolds with City of Oxford on the left of our picture and Taurus Boat Club, that's Oxford Brookes Old Boys, on the right of our picture. Blistering start from both crews.
Yeah, again, back to the Wyfolds. Even harder steering now without the benefit of someone to do it there for you. And you can see that Taurus there just looked to have crept out a little bit into the middle. City of Oxford possibly reacting, just going towards their booms, but now it looks like just having a bit of a check around there in the bow seat. Both boats here being steered by the bowsman.
Yeah, Oliver Morgan at bow in that Taurus crew will be happy to have such a clear lead. And also there's that moment when we move from having buoys along the side of the course to these wooden booms, and really that's the moment of tension for any coxless boat, that you're wanting to make sure you don't hit into those. And once you're down the track, you've got some track behind you, can steer much more easily.
Absolutely. And now at the moment it looks like this Taurus crew have put a considerable distance into the crew from City of Oxford early on. Taurus originally set up as a Oxford Brookes University alumni club, now a bit more open, but I believe all four of these gentlemen are Brookes former rowers. So they train down in Wallingford. They're part of the Brookes Armada down there, and 20 minutes down the road at City of Oxford on a very busy stretch of the Isis.
Lovely picture here, Zoe, as we look back on the start line, and you can see what we mean. That bit of the course at the top there with no booms, that's where they have to steer, and then suddenly the wind comes off the island and everything's happening. But you can see also Temple Island there at the head of the course, built some years ago, and that channel to the right of Temple Island was actually dug out. The course originally went to the left of the island, so over the years we've straightened it out to make it as easy as possible for the crews. And well, Taurus are making it look quite easy for them in this boat. Lovely rhythm, nice and strong and long, lovely way to row a coxless four.
These Taurus guys are pretty experienced. If you look down and you see how many previous opportunities they've had to race at Henley Regatta, I think they've got about 28 appearances.
And yeah, and here we are down the course, and umpire John Hedger in that stripy yellow and black blazer warring them. But on the right hand side we can see hitting the boom, Zoe. Yeah,
that's it. City of Oxford, unfortunately, real tangle there with the booms, not just a clip. They had been flirting treacherously close as they went down the course, but it looks like a gust of wind just caught them, and I mean, they're already down, but that's going to be very difficult to recover from. Yeah,
so that was a few moments ago, and as you say, really difficult to recover. There was a dead boat stopper there. Fortunately, I think no damage and nobody injured, but as we rejoin the race live, you can see that that's cost them several more lengths. And just looking to see whether, if the rigger, the kind of metal object standing out the side of the boat, has been bent or twisted, that can cause problems with the oarsmen as well. So can't see whether that's happened here, but that's cost them dearly.
Yeah, it didn't look like too hard a hit, did it? But it did look like a tangle, and they obviously were caught over there with their oars for a fair bit of time. And look, now that's just allowed that Taurus crew to just really chill out and just stretch out that lead even further.
And we were talking about the start being a danger zone, but with the swirling wind here and the stream in the middle of the course, it's difficult all the way down. And I think they just had a moment there, perhaps of being blown to one side when they're already a little bit close to the booms that took them onto them. As you say, not such a hard collision as it could have been, but now, well, they have to try and keep their heads clear and do the best they can to row down the course. Meanwhile, Taurus have now reduced their rate down so that they can conserve their energy. They'll be thinking about tomorrow, and they'll be thinking about the race plan that they want to execute if they are under more pressure.
Yeah, I think, we talk a lot about rowing being sort of ultimate team sport, don't we? There's no goal scorers, you don't have assists, but there is an additional pressure, right, on being the steers person. Obviously more so when you're actually rowing as well rather than coxing, and it isn't really mentioned until it goes wrong, unfortunately.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure, and if you're in the boat and you're not steering and somebody else is, there's also a feeling of tension. Can you just trust them, or have they seen it and what's going on? So you can quite often get the whole crew distracted by a moment's movement on the water, and if you have somebody who really trusts steering in the boat, then it allows you to relax. And I think that comes with practice, it comes with time in a coxless boat, which does feel a bit different from a cox boat.
We're here now just with that Taurus crew. They seem to have left their Baltic blue lycras at home, and they've gone with a slightly different colour scheme this year. But you can see now they're very much in control of this race. They look like they're just able to really relax out now.
Yeah, I love the coxers for, not that I disrespect coxes in any way, but there's something about the extra run the boat travels between strokes. When the blades are out of the water, you know, we often think about rowing as being the power in the water. It's just as much about how you let the boat run underneath you and just let it slide past you and the knees coming up. And I think with a cox in the boat, that is a different dynamic from when you just have the weight of the oarsman.
No, I completely agree. I'm not the biggest fan of cox fours, if I'm honest. And that is exactly one of the reasons, especially compared to the 8. The 8, you get a nice run on the boat that they can keep picking up. But in a 4, it always feels like my weight is just checking that speed every single stroke.
Yeah, the speed of the 8, but now the grace of the coxless 4 as they're passing what are already pretty crowded enclosures here on the first day. First time we've had Henley on a Tuesday. 6-day regatta accommodating more races than ever before. And Taurus, well, that's a nice first round for them. Just get the legs working a little bit, practice their start, go over their race plan. Whereas, well, it's been a tough race, hasn't it, for City of Oxford Rowing Club. Disappointing to have hit the booms in the middle of the course, but recovered to row through the finish of the race. And applause and respect from spectators. All of us who've rowed will have feared a moment like that. Some of us have had them from time to time. So as Taurus and City of Oxford complete that race, confirmation, first round of the Wyfolds, Taurus Boat Club beating City of Oxford Rowing Club.